Yes, so by the title, under the comments in the live streams, I've seen that Warrior Wales, thank you very much, Warrior Wales, for letting me know that in a Sunday live chat, I'm saying what you've let me know in the comments, that Tina Chave from the Independent Advice Network has, in a live Sunday phone-in, because obviously I've unsubscribed to Police Abusing Powers, even though I've got Police Abusing Powers trolling me. Just read the description. This is my channel, my freedom of speech. It's my documentation, and I will speak my truth. It's very interesting how when you call someone out, because this is professional, this is legal, this is very important stuff. We're talking about a vulnerable person who's had crimes committed against them, and then a professional, or someone claiming to be professional, has falsely offered help. So yes, that's very serious, especially with my circumstances. So I unsubscribed to Police Abusing Powers, and it was Dan, the channel owner, uploader, who had basically months ago, he and this Tina had offered me help, me, one woman vigilante, and she said all the things she could help me with legally, and how they never lose a case, and 40 years experience, and QCs on standby with charitable rights organisations, etc., etc. And basically, then I had this private phone call with her where she offered me loads of help, told me to phone her back the next day. I was distressed the next day because I've been having emotional abuse issues, which I can't go into too much detail. I'm doing this out of my own choice. This is my personal documentation. But basically, Warrior Wales has said to me that in the comments under one of my live streams that Tina has threatened legal action against me. Why? It's no different to that Caroline Stevens. I mean, what is it with all these mad people threatening legal action all over the place? It's like when people call the police these days over nothing. You know, it's like all that weird. I mean, I've still got my Victorian head on. Not that I am Victorian, but I've still got my 20th century head on. Where people were relatively normal, whatever that means. But you can't, if you hurt someone's feelings, you get police onto you. I don't know, because I set up this channel as a technophobe. My first YouTube video had no sound on it. I have to say, though, that there are people from the Police Abusing Powers community who seem to have this really weird obsession with me. Because, I mean, if you don't like someone, you'd unsubscribe, you'd block them. I am subscribed to Police Abusing Powers almost immediately after this Tina Chave. Because she told me to call her back the next day. She was going to help me do all these things, and then boom, nothing. So so I am subscribed, obviously, to Police Abusing Powers, and I showed evidence on my channel of the abuse. And Warrior Wales says that there were claims that I was abusive. This is criminal behaviour, if you'll excuse me, but you're dealing with a vulnerable woman, a vulnerable homeless woman who's got emotional abuse, domestic abuse issues and all of that, He's been a victim of the crimes and the corruption and everything, and I'm here for my safety. And it's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing. My lady witness friend was attacked in the street by random drunks. She's going through cancer treatment and she's heard of Tina Chave. Well, she thinks she has. And she's been a support worker. And I've done care work. And I was bullied when I did care work. I was bullied by the people that I cared for and the staff. And the worst abuse I've ever had has been from the worst crimes. Attempted rape was nothing. It was a walk in the park. Putting someone on a sex offenders register and 2 years in prison, that could have been a slap on the wrist. I was laughing about it. It's nowhere in the forefront of my mind. For some reason, I've been conditioned or programmed to cope with sexual. Even when I was a child, I was touched up many times. And, you know, me and my mum had it. My mum had it during the war when she was a child and she laughed about it. But as an adult, with what the police have done to me and Sussex Partnership, you know, the people paid in these positions of, you know, all this passive aggression, that's the most damaging thing. It's the emotional abuse. I'm just absolutely, there are no words for it. And if you had tried to take legal action against me, you might not have been able to, because a few hours ago, I was close to jumping off Beachy Head anyway. Yeah. Got anything to say to that? No. So, but Dan showed me a video of him being suicidal, being talked out of suicide by these creeps who are attacking me because of something that had nothing to do with them, a private phone call. And this person claiming to be Dan from Police Abusing Powers in the comments section under my live stream is telling me to listen to some boy, some keyboard hero from North America, making a whole video about my private phone call to a professional who's retracted giving me help as a homeless person. This is a complete stranger, thousands of miles away in another country, and he's typing away, threatening me in the comments section and saying, oh, maybe you should listen to that keyboard hero. So we got a counter thing going on there. And he's also saying to me that his people from Police Abusing Powers have tried to help me, even though YouTube took it seriously because I reported it, and they were referring to my partner as a see you next Tuesday, which is one of the most vile, disgusting names you could call someone. I could call people a lot of things. That I could have done a lot of things, trust me, to harm someone as a response to my trauma and to the evil that's been done to me. But I'm better than that. Because if I had, I would have killed someone by now. Do you know what I mean? For everything that's been done to me, some people completely go loopy. I've had very serious crimes committed against me as a law-abiding, vulnerable citizen. And without saying too much, I was telling a care coordinator this a little while ago. I won't even go there. But the last time I heard the phrase care coordinator was a woman who gave me her card at the hospice when I was trying to talk to this Ella Williams, who gave me her card at the St Wilfrid's Hospice. And she was trying to bully me away because I was trying to talk to two nurses. Oh no, it was just one. It was just one nurse at that time who nursed my dying mother, and she was trying to shoo me away. Oh, you got help with Rav, the counsellor. I'm used to this. I am well rehearsed in people lying and falsely offering me help or passive aggression. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. But you know, there are people from police abusing powers who've got a weird obsession with me. Hi. And this Princess Angela, who's totally demented. I know what she's doing. And basically, she's claiming to be one of the people that I'm complaining about in my council accommodation in the comments section, saying, she's feeding off this. I'm just laughing at it. Oh, that's me in the recording. No. Whatever. I'm not interested. Novel-sized comments claiming to be the people that I'm talking about. Anyway, I won't go there. I'll just say Jackanori. So children, tune in next time for the most interesting edition of We've Got Trolls from YouTube, from police abusing powers, claiming to be the people from my council accommodation that I've recorded as part of my evidence against being attacked. And they're claiming to be in my council accommodation. And she's friends with the other one, Scott, who likes phoning up politicians and basically being abusive. And I've got evidence on my channel of one of my MP call handlers. Whilst I didn't like her, I still agreed with her, even before she terminated my call, that it's not appropriate to phone up MP offices and the House of Commons and being abusive, because I don't condone that. So even though I've been dragged around in handcuffs and brutalised and been name called and corruption, and had my housing illegally discharged and attacked by criminals in my council accommodation, you will not see me retaliate. I even recorded one of the people who gave me the keys to my council accommodation referring to me as, quote unquote, an effing spastic. And on police abusing powers, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a story on there up in Glasgow in Scotland where the police were referred to as an effing spastic. And that is what is deemed as a hate crime. So I've had physical, verbal abuse. I've had so many crimes committed against me. There are a lot of people who need to be locked up. Some of them, many of them, are meant to be acting on our behalf as vulnerable people. So Tina Chave, with your 40 years of experience, claiming allegedly to want to take legal action against me, by all means, because it was simply because you falsely offered me help. And you were going to help me with paperwork, and you were going to help me so I could help other people. And you're one of many people who talks themselves up and then says you're so strong. Just like Andy Devine, when I really needed him, when I was in the police cell, scared, terrified for my life. And then the police said he wouldn't take a call from me. Wow, you really are big people, aren't you? Grow up. 40 years experience. You're acting like toddlers. Dear God. There's no hope for anyone. No hope for anyone. So, yeah. And I look forward to more stories in the future. PA from PAP, you know.